What is up? We are live. We seen the Poodle. This is an awesome contest. Let's say hi to the chat. We got JT, we got Steve, we have Mike, Rob. Welcome everybody. So last year I got a final team in this specific contest. We'll go over that team. I'll talk about the structure, what I did. I did something fun with it. I'm gonna probably do that again this year. But we will get into that after the intro.
Hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains. From late season voids, he's dropping all the flames. Bestball, Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs, screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafted through the veins.
Mike Rob saying, makes sense you made the finals of the Poodle. You give off Poodle vibes big time. I don't know why you would think that, sir. I don't know why you would think that. But let's go over the structure first of all. It's a 2 of 12, 1 of 6, 1 of 5 with the 310 seat final. So you do need to kind of getting there isn't the hardest thing, right? It's cashing at a high number, which I did not do, by the way. But what I did is I used this contest to take a stand on a player, and I ended up with like 65% Puka Nakua in the contest. I'm probably going to do the same thing with a round one pick this year of the Poodle. I haven't decided who it's going to be, though. It's probably going to be Genty, but I have another thing I might do. Tonight, I'm going to just do a Poodle, and I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to save the rest of them until I figure out exactly who I want to flag plant this year on that. So let's go to the team from last year. Yeah, I love this contest. So it ended up getting 101st. I bubbled the top 100. I bubbled the top 100. So it is what it is. But we had Cam Ward, Matt Stafford, Drake May. Just an absolutely lit quarterback room. Stafford and May. As you can see, it's got Scadabo, right? And Jarquez Hunter. If Scadabo would have stayed healthy, we got James Cook, Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs. It's also got Restrepo on it. So what this proves is hits matter more than misses, right? Now, the part that's unique about this team is if we move on down, I double stacked the Rams with Tutu Atwell and Puka Nakua, right? It's got Kyle Williams and Steph Diggs double stacked as well. So I got two double stacks here. It's got Pickens, Pearsall is a one-off. Pearsall didn't really do anything throughout the season. So getting this team through the regular season was purely because of Scadabo, right? Like Scadabo got me enough points to get there. It's even got Hawkinson who done nothing. So getting this team through the 2 of 12 is kind of a miracle. Like Drake May, Matt Stafford were so valuable. And then having these three elite running backs was very good. Now, what I did in the Poodle last year is I put Puka as my 101. I think this team was drafted from the 3 spot, and Puka was going at like pick 9. So I got Chase Brown and Josh Jacobs, and then James Cook fell all the way back in the 4th, right? So I had a really unique combination when I got to the finals, which is kind of what you want, right? Like if you get to the finals, you want a clean out. And with this team, it didn't work out, but I had a clean out. Not only did I get to the finals with a clean out, but within that clean out, because of the combination, I had a 7.1% Josh Jacobs. Like that's a pretty low number. That means out of the 310, I think it's 310, right? Yeah, 310 people in the finals. There was 22 shares. So if we got to those 22, yeah, some of them were probably paired with James Cook, but none of them. I looked through the whole pot. I think there was 2 or 3 squads that had Jacobs, Chase Brown, and James Cook. So I had a clean out, and I got there. That's what I want to chase, and that's what I'm going to do again this year. If we get an early pick, I do think that this year specifically, I think the 101 and 102 are so locked in that I don't know if I could make a player over the 101. Last year, I didn't feel as strongly about the 101. So this year, I do feel very strong about the almost the top 3. But I could see myself like moving up a Genty or maybe make it my Christian McCaffrey. I'm also thinking about making it my CMC, because I'm fading CMC for the most part. I might just put CMC at the 103 and just take him at the 103. So that way, my portfolio of CMC teams are unique to everybody else's. And they're all in one contest. And then I can continue to kind of avoid him in other contests as well. With May and Stafford, that's 2 QB 2 and 3, and then Cook getting some Bills equity. Yeah, it was a real and Scadabo was hurt. I had dead Restrepo, dead Tutu Atwell, dead Diami Brown the whole season. Kyle Williams. So I basically only had 3 receivers the entire year, right? Because Pearsall was hurt a bunch. So so getting this there, I don't know how it got through the regular season, but like my running backs were insane. Poodle was your only finals last year too? Was dead on arrival? Mine wasn't dead, but I had 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 5, 6 players that were dead. Like Hawkinson wasn't dead, but it had 5 like completely dead players on it. Oh, 6 because of Scadabo. So I only showed up with like 12 players. And 3 of those 12 were quarterbacks. So I had a really thin like thing that needed to happen, but I had a unique combination of those things. Doing Genty, though, from 1 or 2 lets you definitely get different builds. Well, so I'm going to argue with that because the 102 and 103 just mix in the same players that you take at the 10 or the 101 102 and the 103 kind of just mix in the same players, right? Like Bowers goes at all those spots. Jeremiah Love goes at all those spots in both rounds. Like it's kind of just a mix of players in that range. So I think doing Genty there isn't going to like at 101 or 102. I don't think it really gains you anything this year. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I do think that Bijan and Gibbs are so clearly 102, 101, 102. But yeah. That team is why I don't do rookie or wide receiver 3s. I mean, that makes sense. But it was drafted early in the I think that the problem with that was last year I drafted the same all the way through, right? I took some shots. I wanted to have one of the only Restrepo Cam Ward stacks in that contest. This year, at this point in the offseason, I'm mostly I'm using rookies that have higher capital, right? Like Restrepo was a bad pick. It was basically a meme pick, is what it was. And it just happens to be on the team that got there, right? Now, he did actually take snaps in week 17, I think. So like he was live. Yeah, I had to flame you a little bit. I feel better. Speaking of that, let's turn on the background music. But I think I'm ready to draft. What about you guys? So we're gonna do one Poodle, and then we're gonna do something else. I'm not sure what else we're gonna do, but we're gonna jump in the Poodle. We're gonna jump in. in 15 seconds.
Hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains. From late season voids, he's dropping all the flames. Bestball, Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who?
I hope nobody jumped in because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, guys. I didn't even realize it. I didn't run the countdown, and I was trying to figure out the time, and I figured it all out too late. So if I baited anybody, I do apologize. And then I freaked out and closed the wrong window down. So, all right. So here we go. We're gonna do it correctly now. 15 seconds.
We never leave the grind. Fury, endless, mix, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who waits? Immortal.
Well, we're waiting on 10. So I think you guys filled either, maybe you filled 2. I don't know. But yeah, I love the Poodle structure. And to be honest, I'm not going to draft a lot of these on stream, but it's the day that it launched. I will do the first one here. And I'm probably going to get my guys in this a little bit more. Now, I've also thought about making this a tournament where I just don't draft Scatabo as well. Like, because I love Scatabo all the way around, but it would make sense to full fade a player I really like during one of these contests. But I think that that's more of its own thing. I don't think I should do that and the pull-up thing, right? By the way, if you guys are just popping in, if you could smash a like, that would be fantastic. Waiting on two for a Poodle. Yeah, so I think earlier in the one of the big lessons I learned last year is early in the offseason, I want to draft more veteran wide receivers than anything else, right? I don't want to draft as many rookie wide receivers, like the dart throw rookies, like the Skylar Bells. I like Skylar Bell. Now, in a time box, I think it makes some sense to mix some of those guys in, but I don't know about other than that. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Not waiting on the ore flow. What's up, Jamie? How we doing? Hopefully you're available afterwards. I gonna show you something if you're free. We get the 109. We got ladies first at the 4. We got NSUP 11 at the 3. I don't know if NF42 listens, but I know the name. We got Game Tide at the 11 and Paul at the 12. Pre-flow. So hopefully, I know I won't get Scatabo because Paul will take him. I'm not going to take him at 33. Paul can have him at 37. It's all good. Let's go, says N. Chanberg. Overflow, multi-tabling. Oh, nice. Yeah, you'll be able to have him. Got it. I'll be in bed. I will be in bed by then. Or still streaming. I don't know. We'll see how the stream goes tonight. If we can get some subs, and if a bunch of people end up being here and we're having a good day, we may stay up and just not sleep much before work tomorrow. But yeah, like I could do like the CMC pull-up thing is something I could do in this contest. I think I want to find like a 10 max and just put CMC at the 101 and a 10 max. and not like a pit bull, but like a between a $5 and like a $7 to $10 tournament. I think I could do that with. I mean, Almond Raw all the way back here. Like I'm doing that because I might be able to get a unique combination, right? Like with that fall, all I'm going to do is take the highest drafted player left. Hopefully one of these guys falls to me. We'll see. So, yeah, Barkley Cook, I feel like that's the move there. What up, Mufasa? How we doing? Obviously, we're not going to get a fall. I mean, Achan falls all the time. Let's do Walker here. We'll see what happens. Maybe, I don't think we'll get a Rashid Rice fall all the way back, but there is an opportunity for that. I know I have several of these Amon Ra Kenneth Walker starts as well. So my combo tool shows. I'm trying to figure out how this exactly works. If I remove him. Okay. If I remove him. I'm looking at these things real quick. So I did that once. Now if I put both of them. It's kind of weird. It's giving me different. I'll have to ask him about that. But yeah, I like this combination. I don't love it. I'm starting to get a little more scared off on Kansas City's offense. I don't know exactly why. The fact they didn't address the offensive line, it does worry me a little bit. Now, I know Justin Simmons looks better. Like, he's put on a little bulk. And he's year 2. And, like, last year was kind of weird because he had the foster parent situation thing that happened to where he missed some games. Maybe that was weighing on him and he wasn't playing as well because of that. He was also coming off of a big injury. So if he hadn't been hurt in the NCAA tournament the previous year, he would have probably been a top 10 pick. So I do think that it could just be massively, like, he could just be massively improved with a full offseason of learning. And with Matt Nagy not being there, I think that everything can go better, right? And our interior offensive line is still good. This could be a tournament where I'd be like, just take all the Josh Allen, something like that as well. Like, I don't know. I think it's probably going to be Genty or Amon-Ra that I just pull way up and make my stand player. Last year was a receiver, so I might make it Amon-Ra, but like Amon-Ra goes at 6 a lot. So I don't know how different I would be getting no matter what. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take T. Higgins here. I really like the Higgins price. If Kyron comes back around, I'll take him. I believe Game Tight isn't a fan of Kyron, and I know Paul's going to take Scadden. So if both of those things are true, I have a chance to get Kyron back at 40. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Game Tight. Yeah, I was thinking he didn't like Kyron. So I might be able to get Kyron back, which would be pretty sweet. What's up, Bukowski? How we doing? We're gonna do a second draft for sure. I was actually Jacobs was my backup plan to Kyron, by the way. Now this is what's like. He's gonna go, and I'm gonna be into a hero RB build. I think, yeah. So this is why I don't love this part of the draft. Let's go ahead and pull up Terry. I really like the Terry McLaurin price. I'm going to go ahead and pull him up. There'll almost for sure be a running back I won't mind taking at 57. So we're going to go ahead and lean in on these receivers. But how's everybody's night going? Everybody have a good day, a nice Saturday. Let me know. Let me know if you do. We're getting close to 700 subs, by the way. We're at 690 now. The goal is to hit 7. I'm gonna push tomorrow night. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for tomorrow night. We once again don't have Superflex, but once again tomorrow night, I'm gonna be live for a while tomorrow for sure. I've been having good luck on Sunday nights with subs, so we're pushing. We want that 700. We want the 700 by tomorrow night. We got Bucky Irving goes there. So nobody's done anything weird in this lobby yet, right? I think Jake may watch. I think I've seen Jake 12-21 in a couple of my drafts. I think I have. So we will we'll see. We'll see if he jumps into the next one. I might do a drafters mini after this, actually. We'll see how that works. That drafters mini is starting to fill pretty fast. It's almost at 13. It's a little over 12K of 18.7. And I need to use a free ticket that I got for doing 10 of them. So Loveland back. I love this. CMC, Devonta, Breece Hall, Garrett Wills. Oh, this is a fun squad by Ladies First. You got the Jets stack at a massive price. You got CMC. I don't like Devonta Smith, but I think the rest of it makes it pretty fun, right? Do I just take the Travion price here? I don't love the Travion price overall. By my ranks, it's still Christian Watson. Let's lean in on the hero RB here. Let's lean in on hero RB. We're gonna do. I know Travion's not coming back, but I think that this is an insanely strong wide receiver room, right? And if Jaden goes, I can go ahead and take Burrow. So I've got 4 offenses that I think are going to be more pass. Like, Amon-Ra is just awesome, and they always score a bunch of points. But I think these 3 teams are all going to be reasonably pass-heavy this year. So I don't mind doing this. Who is in at 42? I see that name in a lot of drafts. I believe he's a daily grinder, by the way. I believe that's what he does. Well played. I really don't want to take Hendo there. Oh, yeah, because that's your 5th, right? Oh, man. You went 5 in a row. Let's see. Can we get Jaden? If we don't get Jaden, we have no problem taking Tyler Warren. So, we're either going to get an elite or an elite. I'm fine with either. Actually, we do need the Burrow, actually. So, that's what we'll do. This is the combination. I don't like the Burrow price. All right, so they take Burrow instead. So, thank you. Oh, they took Burrow for the Chase Brown stack. That's pretty fun. So now I'm set up to take like a Parker Washington if he falls, right? Or a Britton Strange. Like, and I really like the Britton Strange price. Hey, what's up, Fantasy Football Garage? How we doing tonight? What's up, fam? Yeah, so I don't love being thin at running back, but we got a 1-1-4-0 here. We got Jaden Daniels. We got Hero Kenneth Walker. And then we got Amon-Ra. We got Amon-Ra at 9. So it's going to be not a unique team, but a semi-unique team with Amon-Ra, Walker, T. Higgins, Terry McLaurin. We pulled him up. We got Watson at ADP, and then we got the Jaden Daniels stack. So thanks. Like, it could definitely be worse. It could definitely be worse. Sent you a trade offer. Who, me? And what? Are we talking about Steph's league, the Rockstar? Or are you talking to Fantasy Football Garage about some league? I basically close down my Discord whenever I go live because I have ADHD, and if I hear a ping, I can't not go check the message. I just can't not do it. Like, anytime I'm working on a video or working on something, I have to mute everything. It's wild. Oh yeah. I mean, we could probably work out a 2v2. Like, you give me, I'll give you T and Watson. You give me Scatabo and Hendo. Or Jacobs and Hendo, right? No, I like T more. I don't know. I kind of like where my team's at. So, I mean, getting Ramondre back on this build is actually pretty fun. So, we're going to take Ramondre here. Like, he's exactly what this team needs. We need an extra body that's going to get some carries in a high-powered offense, right? I did not expect him to come back, but I will absolutely take that. I think he's a pretty solid pick. And when I'm 4 wide receiver deep already, I needed to take him or a tight end. And since Kraft is gone, it had to be an RB here. Like, Paul basically can't, like, unless Paul wants to for sure lose, he can't take a running back here, right? And we're going to be able to get one of these guys back. Could take the naked Mahomes, but I have plenty of that combination. Now, I've recently moved RJ Harvey ahead of Dowdle, which I don't think I love. We might do the double stack too. Like, I think we'd push running back if Harvey goes and take Jaden Reed. So the decision is, do we want RJ Harvey here? Do we want Jaden Reed for the double? I think I want the RB. Since he's an ugly veteran, like, get the high upside player there, who I don't really love, but yeah, up at you. What up, kids? Was drafted with Hartman. Yeah, I seen Hartman was live. I don't really love going live when other, like, you can't avoid it. We all stream. Like, everybody has to stream when they can. I have my normal time throughout the weeks, but like, weekend I have to just pop on when I can if I'm going to stream. What up, C Money? How we doing? If you guys are just popping in, if you could smash the like, that'd be fantastic. And also, if you're just popping in, if you go back to the timestamp of its review last year's final team, I had a little talk there about what I did last year in the Poodle. The team I got there basically only had 4 wide receivers, but it had an insane RB room, like an insane RB room. What's up, Josh? How we doing? I think the rest coming over here from there. That'd be awesome. How we doing, Kale? Welcome back. Welcome back. So we got a pretty fun team for the people who just popped in. We got Jaden Daniels, Kenneth Walker, Ramondre fell back and when we needed an RB. RJ Harvey to give us some upside. Amon-Ra, T. Higgins, Terry McLaurin, and Christian Watson. Like, that's a pretty fun combination. Now, I'll take a naked Jackson Dart here. Don't think I won't take the naked Jackson Dart. I think I want to go Myers, or do I want to go Nix or Pitts? I might just pull up Rachaad White. Yeah, let's just pull up Rachaad White. Nobody on the inside of me should want Jared Goff. So, and if Goff goes, I can take Jordan Love, right? So, like, Legion here shouldn't want. Like, maybe he wants to backstack with Tesla for the bring back. Good luck if you do that. Good luck. Zero wouldn't miss it. Nice. I better go smoke another one. Brett, you need a new hero. You are next in line, Mike Rob. Yeah, so I think I really like the decision at the wide receivers that I took there. This running back room feels like it kind of came together pretty well. I have to take White a little early. I wanted to make sure I got it, but if Dart was there, I would have taken Dart. I thought about taking Myers for the bring back, but I have Goff to stack up. I also have Green Bay to stack up. And if I had to, if Nix came back around, I have Harvey, right? So I just didn't think all 3 of those guys were going to go. So I read the room, I pushed the quarterback, and I get Jared Goff back with Amon-Ra. So I read the room correctly. I really like this team so far. If you get that... If you get to that spot in life, I'm sorry. I don't like me. This is a Poodle. Read the title. And then, read the title, C Money. Look at the thumbnail, C Money. We're only doing one Poodle, and then we're going to go to something else. So, last year, I implemented a strategy where I made Puka my 101 for the Poodle, and it got me a unique team to the finals that simmed for, fairly well because I had, number one, I had Scatabo on it. Yeah, we're just doing the one Poodle tonight because I'm going to develop what exactly I want to do in this contest. I'm doing all 20, but I'm just doing one tonight. I'm doing one tonight on stream. And then we will, we're definitely maxing the Poodle. But I'm going, last year, the team I got to the finals had Puka at the 103, I think it was. And I got Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs, and then James Cook fell all the way back to me. So I had this insane RB room, and then I got Scatabo on that team as well. Later. So, but I only had 4 receivers, essentially. I'm thinking this is a good time to hit up a time box. Poodles. Famously, my 2 best finishes in Bestball were the Poodle 2023 and the Poodle 2 last year. Not a best. I finished at the cut line at 101 in the Poodle last year. I was 101. In garbage time of the Rams Falcons game, I ended up making more money because of the garbage time. Like I lost $100 on Poodle, but I had something in a weekly bet going that won me more money than I lost in the Poodle. So, sure. I did not expect to. Oh, I forgot I queued Jordan Love up. I guess I'll just take Jordan Love too. All right. If you're gonna make me do it, I'll do it. Jordan Love at 129 stacked with Christian Watson. So we got all of these wide receivers stacked other than T. Higgins. This is a really, really fun squad. This is a super fun squad. I know who I want here. We'll see if that happens. Nice. Save your money on the Poodle. I just won the tournament, says JT. I could get second. I'll take second. You can have first. I'll take second. You know, I'm not super greedy here. Yeah, let's go ahead and take another player I really like in Stephon Diggs. Like, taking Diggs here, I probably won't stop at 6 wide receiver, but I do think it gives me the opportunity to have a chance to. Am I late? Says Boner. You're late for the Poodle. I'm going to do another draft after this one. Let me make a poll of what it's going to be. And for a third draft, we need to get to 40 likes. So it'll be a Puppy 2, a Drafters Mini, or it'll just be one of those two. 1 for Puppy 2, 2 for Drafters Mini. So explode. Like I said at the top of the show, Brian, I'm going to do something like for the time box. And I'm thinking I might just make CMC my 103 for only this contest and just get like most of my CMC exposure for the Poodle. And if CMC goes, great. But like, I don't love clicking CMC. I'm going to pick some contest and make it a CMC contest. I just don't know when I'm going to do that. Oh, Brat's here. Yeah. Welcome, Brat. How we doing? Man, I've got pretty lucky here that no tight ends have went. Okay. Ladies First is just building a gangster squad. Kittle at 117, Jake Ferguson at 146. Like, this is nutty. Hurts, Brock Purdy, like with CMC. I mean, that's a really, really fun team. I mean, we'll take Chig if Chig falls. And if Chig doesn't, we'll take Brenton Strange. But I'm almost for sure going double tight end here, no matter what. So busy. You move on Thursday. I wouldn't put him higher than current ADP, though. No, so you're I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying, Megatron. So, like, if I want to end at like 4.5 to 5% CMC, if I just take one contest and make it my CMC contest, I can basically fade him in a lot of other things, right? So the goal is to just take one contest, and if CMC smashes, I'm hoping to do good in that contest. And if he doesn't, then everything else is good. The Poodle will slow it down. Yeah, it will. I'm not gonna do any of, like, I love the sprint, but the 150 max on a 22,000 entrant tournament, and like I need to bankroll manage. I can't do all of them. Bro says all I want to do is draft my boy Who Hames, and no one will let it happen. I mean, we do mix them in throughout. And by the way, if you just popped in, smash the like. At 40 likes, we'll do a third draft. 40 likes, we'll do a third draft. Do we want Trey Tucker? Do we want... I think we just want Tajay with this team. I honestly don't feel that bad about these RBs, although we waited. Because, like, Ramondre, Harvey, White feel fine, right? I probably have too much at quarterback, but I'm not going to pass up a fall like that on Love. Maybe that's going to be the death of this team, but I'm not going to pass that kind of a fall on Love. Do at least 5. Dude, if I do a third draft, that's going to put me going to bed at the point where I might get 5 hours of sleep. So actually it'd put me about 5.5 hours, which is normally what I get. So like, I'm not that I'm not that against it, but that's why it has to. Oh no, I'm not going to do any. I'm going to do 0. Like, I'm going to do 0 of it. Because I'm kind of with Peppertoni. Not that I think you have to max it, but I think it requires a different strategy. Like, I attacked the sprint differently than other things last year. Like, I had more. What if I send you money? I mean, if you send me money, I can change the poll and add that in. But we've already started the poll. But I don't know it's going to be... If it's open tomorrow night, like, maybe. But I need to think through the playoff, like, as a whole, right? I had a team that was positioned to do well last year in going into week 17 and sprint. So, I mean, yeah, we'll take Hawkinson here. Why not? So, yeah, exactly. I would, I mean, I'm not going to beg for money to do drafts. I'm not doing that, right? Like, if you guys want to donate, you donate. That's how that is. I just don't feel like I want to do the sprints at the moment. You know, like, because I haven't done there is a combination that I really but there is a combination of plays, like, for the people doing sprint. And I'm doing this in regular best ball because I think it's super smart in the 1 of 12 plus advanced rate stuff, or the 1 of 10, 1 of 10. I think getting a San Francisco, a Kansas City, and a LA Charger piece on each team is super smart because it gets you all the way through the playoffs. Like, let's. Can I afford that? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't care. So week 15, Kansas City, I believe, plays the Niners. No. Yeah, week 15, Kansas City plays the Niners. No, that's the other way. Chargers play Niners in week 15. Kansas City plays in week 16. And then Chargers and Chiefs play week 17. So that three-piece combination gets you correlation all the way through the tournament in the sprint. So, but it also, like, whenever I'm taking a Chief, and like if I got a Lad Kenneth Walker team or a Lad Xavier Worthy team, like I'm way more likely to take George Kittle on those teams because I think that George Kittle, like, if you can get him where he needs to go, I think that he could be a great piece this year. And I've been doing that, like, specifically with CMC. Like, the very few times I take CMC, I've been pulling Lad up to the middle of the third or to the third round to get that combination. I might have just uncooked with the Katron Allen pick. I might have uncooked. We'll find out. I didn't want to stop it at 6 receivers, but I think I needed a 5th running back. I think I need to stop at 6 receivers. I definitely need a 3rd tight end with just Strange and Hawkinson. Although, like, it's more about getting out of the 2 of 12, right? The 1 of 6, 1 of 5, I'm not that worried about. Save your money, boy. The Poodle is dead, says JT. Dead. Absolutely. So, we definitely need... Yeah, we're just going to take Pat Freiermuth as a reliable option here. And we got Amon-Ra, T, McLaurin, Watson, Diggs. The double week 6 bye is the bad part about it, right? So whatever I do here, I want to dodge 7. I want to dodge 11. I need to dodge Stephon Diggs getting a week 6 bye. That's important. It could go Pat Bryant here. I've not gotten a whole lot of Ted Hurst lately. We could go with Jalen Noel, who I haven't taken yet, but I think Pat Bryant is going to be the pick. Cooper Kupp fits this pretty well too, right? Like, just somebody to get these players through. But Diggs is, like, I think I want an upside swing with this last pick, so... Bryant, Savion popping, you know, because he's Savion Williams. I want to dodge that bye week. I think the bye week 10 thing is what we do. So it's either Hurst or Bryant. I already have RJ Harvey, so it is a team stack with Pat Bryant. And I have Ramondre, so it makes more sense. I don't have any Rams, so I think Bryant is the pick. I think the 2 tight end is enough. I don't think it is I don't think Strange Hawkinson is in the 2 of 12 is why. So we got a 3-6-6-3 here. Let me know if I cooked. Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, Jordan Love. Running backs: Kenneth Walker, Ramondre, RJ Harvey, Rashad White with Katron Allen, Tajay Spears. I think taking Katron here and kind of securing that backfield minus JCM, like, with this, like, feels really strong. Amon-Ra, Higgins, McLaurin, Christian Watson, Stephon Diggs, Pat Bryant, and then Brenton Strange, TJ Hawkinson, and Pat Freiermuth. So we have a week 17 bring back here. We don't really have any others, but, like, we have some mini game stacks and stuff in here. I do really like this team. Missing 11 likes. That's for the third draft. The draft after this next one. So we're about to do the we're about to do reviews for the YouTube members, which I think it's just Game Tight, right? Yeah, just Game Tight. So we're gonna review Game Tight's team. We got a 2-6-8-2. Quarterback, Justin Herbert, Tyler Shuck. Like that. Running back, Ashton Genty, Omarion Hampton, Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdle, Brian Robinson, Dylan Sampson. That's a lot of running back. I've stopped at these four before. You add Robinson and Sampson. I like those players though, so I don't hate those players. I would have definitely left Sampson off myself. We got Ladd stacked up. Brian Thomas, Jordan Tyson, Matthew Golden, Casey Concepcion, Zachariah Branch, Bryce Lance, Devon Vele, tight end Gadsden, Juwan. Yeah. No, I like the team overall. Like, if you're going to push the two quarterbacks and the two tight ends, I actually think taking the extra two is perfectly fine. Actually. Looks good. You like the top four? Are you talking about for Game Tight? Yeah. Yeah, Game Tight's top four does look good. All right, so poll is in. We're going to stop the poll. We're going to remove the poll. Puppy 2-1. So we're going to jump in a puppy, everybody. Oh, it was. Did you auto? That's kind of what I was thinking, is that Sampson was supposed to be something else whenever I was looking at it. I'm assuming you autoed him because he was 7 picks after ADP. But we're going to jump in a puppy, the puppy 2. And we're going to jump in 15 seconds. We never leave the rhyme. Fury. Endless. Picks. Relentless. Fantasy. Reigns. Who wins? Immortal. His was definitely better. Yeah, I think those top four, getting Ramondre back allowed me to feel comfortable with the Harvey pick, you know. I wasn't planning on going 3 quarterbacks there, but Jordan Love stacked at 130, 129. Like, yeah, I'm not turning that down, you know. So back to the this C Money, like, I work weekends. I work 12-hour days. I don't know when it's going to be open, how long it's going to be open for. But like, I can't really look at what I would want to do for a sprint, because normally sprint's been a contest, right? A regular contest. And I've done research early on for it. I just thought they weren't going to run sprint this year, so I've not even thought about it. So I need a day that I could look at things, which would be after Monday. So, like, I don't know if after Monday it's going to be there. Now, well, we got the 109. We got Brew Crew at the 12. We got in Sup 11 at the 11. Fitting. We got Freeze at the 7. I believe they watch. Got Game Tight at the 2. JT at the 1. And Kale at the 4. The Bears, 23. The Bears. At least it doesn't say the Chicago Bears. Luckily, it does not say Chicago anywhere. So, like I said before, 40 likes to do the third draft. 40 likes for the third. We're at 29 now. We got 38 watching. We can get there. I believe in you. Also, I haven't said it yet, but if you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit that sub button. We're going to reveal the story of the Huhaim's name, where it came from, at 741 subs. And at 1,000 subs, we are going to do a 24-hour live stream. So go ahead, make this old man stay up all night. He'll do it, and he probably won't enjoy it, but it'll happen. We have to get there before NFL kickoff. Got to get there before the kickoff. All right, so yeah, I don't want no JT. So what I've done right now is in full PPR, I have Genty ahead of Taylor, and in half point, I have Taylor ahead of Genty. But I have them very close in both. Like, I have them very close. So, I mean, yeah, we'll take Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley. I don't have that combination out of 160 drafts yet. This feels fun. Like, we got a fall on both of them. This is gonna be a unique pairing for this contest, right? Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, sign me up. Sign me up for the unique pairing. But yeah, we're not that in on the Eagles offense as a whole. But the Eagles offense does have a really solid schedule throughout the season. Although their playoff schedule kind of sucks, right? So, but if the Eagles offensive line is what they were 2 years ago, it doesn't matter, right? Because Saquon can cook against anyone. But yeah, I'm glad I did. I'm glad you guys voted puppy, because this start is fun. Is this music louder than? I feel like this one's louder. There we go. I think that sounds more like the right listening level. But yeah, yeah, it's for sure a fun start. Are you live? Are you not live? The problem is the 2 weeks before that. Yeah, this song, all of them are like slightly higher. There we go. If it's ever a little loud, like, because I want it to be background, right? I don't want it to be like the forefront. So let me know if whenever I switch, if it's a lot louder when I switch, because that's not the goal. I'm gonna take Lad. We just took T on the last one. We'll switch it up a little. We'll take Lad here. Because we do have Herbert on the thumbnail. We'll see if we can get Herbert back. Land the plane. Well, we might unland the plane here in a second, sir. We'll see. We'll see what options we get here at 40. I'm gonna tell you, this isn't a Scatabo team. I was hoping for Jacobs this time. I was kind of wanting to take Jacobs. Um, do I just want to take Tet? We're gonna take Loveland. We're gonna lean into my plays. We got this unique start. We're gonna take players I love, right? I with this combination, I'm gonna take like some of my higher exposed players probably throughout the draft here. Take McLaurin, it's fine. Yeah. The problem is that Loveland's been falling to round 5, but I don't think he's ever going to fall all the way back to a Jonathan Taylor Saquon team. And there's probably only a few Jonathan Taylor Saquon teams out there. So I might as well get the guys I want on this team, you know. So if you're just popping in, if you haven't smashed a like, go ahead and smash a like. We need 40 likes to do another draft after this one. I'm capping it at 3 because of work reasons. Unless something crazy happens, I could probably be persuaded into 4. I don't know what would have to happen, but it'd have to be wild. Yeah, I feel like Loveland's about to become a round 5 pick, which feels bad for me because I have bags of Loveland. I've actually kind of cooled off on taking him a bit because I do feel like I'm going to just be able to get him in round 5. Like, I just, and Garrett Wilson feels like he's normalizing at the ADP that I think he should be, which is at the back end of round 4. So that feels good too. Yeah, Loveland could smash, and it's not going to matter if you got him in round 4 or 5, right? It's just going to matter which one of the like which player did you get with him, right? Because a lot of these players have all went in these different rounds, right? Now, if you need like Colson Loveland plus McMillan, you're probably going to need to have taken Loveland in the 5th, right? I mean, I would love to take DeAndre Swift here. I mean, David Montgomery's still here too. Man, I really like these players up here at the top. So we got Ladd, we got Loveland. Do we do DJ Moore? Yeah, we're gonna. So none of my stand players really made it back. We're gonna go with heavy RB here. We're gonna take David Montgomery. Yeah, Swift for this team would have been fantastic. And Swift is ranked below some of these other players, so it does kind of suck that it didn't happen. I do like David Montgomery. I know my ranks don't have him there. I don't know. I was feeling Demont with these guys, mostly because he's a faller, right? Like, he's a faller in this draft to pair with these guys as a faller, right? So yeah, we'll take Rome. I doubt Caleb gets past J-Ray 99. But either way, we have something cooking here, right? We got something cooking. Smash. There we go. We're going to switch up the music this time. Look at the guy next to you. This guy or this guy? Yeah, I see. I mean, I've liked all the picks till that one, honestly. Like, I like Henry above Achane, but like, I don't mind what he's done until that pick. Hey, thanks for popping in, Paul. Have a great night. Oh, you thought he went 5 running back? No, he's going like hero wide receiver, which I think is fine. Like Caleb Williams to stack with Swift without Amon-Ra feels pretty weird. I personally would have preferred one of these two, right? Or to just wait on quarterback. You know, maybe he's going to take Dak here. My guess is that he takes Dak there, right? Or he's listening to just trolling and going to take Herbert, which is perfectly fine as well. We got Oak. The Tony Pollard pick. Am I the only one that thinks the Tony Pollard pick just feels awesome? It just feels really solid, right? So Quentin Johnson is just flying up the boards, like just flying up these boards. Wild. So he got the choice between Dak and Herbert here. So he does go Dak. Herbert is an easy smash pick for me. We'll see what we do with our next pick. I think I know what I want. We could end up going with Rico. If Rico makes it, we might take Rico and just stop because we'd have alternating bye weeks because we have 13, 10, 8, and 9. If Rico makes it to us, we can just stop, right? I think that's the preferred plan if he makes it. And if he doesn't make it, I'm perfectly fine with those guys as well. Let's smash Rico Dowdle here and be done at running back. So we have a 1-4-2-1 right now. We got Justin Herbert, running backs. We got Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, David Montgomery, running back, and Rico Dowdle. So that's pretty strong. Then we got Lab McConkey and Roma Dunze, and then Colson Loveland. So we got the Bears double stack without the quarterback, which is fine. I like Stevenson. That's kind of where I like those two quite a bit. Yeah, the Poodle dropped today. It was awesome. Going hyper fragile or Rico wouldn't have survived. I mean, that's what I'm going to, right? Like, you kind of have to as well, right? With the capital you spent. I've spent a little less, but I also kind of have, like, more volume sponge guys too, right? Like, David Montgomery's kind of like all of these guys are more like volume sponge kind of guys. I highly doubt Xavier Worthy makes it all the way back, but if he does, absolute smash. But like I said before, 40 likes for another draft. 40 likes for another draft. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit the sub. We're going to do a 24-hour live stream at that. I also go live every Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. Central. Saturdays, it's 50-50 if I go live. And on Sunday nights, I go live at 6:30 p.m. Central. And it's supposed to be Superflex and Sunday. We're supposed to do Superflex. But you know what? We don't got Superflex anyway right now. So... And I haven't set up, I don't have money on FFPC right now, so I can't do a FFPC draft over there. I might end up doing that. I don't know. We'll look into it before the stream tomorrow if I get off work early. I think that when Chuba, because I think there's a point that Chuba is going to fall behind Brooks, and I'm going to start taking some Chuba when Chuba falls behind Brooks because it's coming. It's going to happen, right? Like it's just something that is going to happen. I was going to say I would easily have taken. Do I want? Yeah, let's just take Jackson Dart here. Well, he's fallen in both of these drafts. This puppy's been open for a while, so a lot of the Dart has been at an earlier price. I know he is falling right now on all sides, but this contest is probably going to fill by maybe next weekend. And I mean, if Fannin falls back around, I'll take Fannin as well. I am very into being done at any of these tight ends, honestly. So yeah, we're just gonna have a naked Justin Herbert naked. Yeah. All right. So we got Harold Fannin, Colson Loveland at tight end. Wide receivers are thin. Ladd and Rome. Running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, David Montgomery, Rico Dowdle, and then Herbert, Dart. Like, we're just taking value here. That's all we're doing. We're just taking value. We'll get some correlation and stuff later. The problem with correlation for the Herbert Week 17 game is that all the KC pieces that matter are off the board, right? Sorry, sir. Dart's just a good price there. I have Dart ranked at like 95, I think. 91. So I got him at 105. I have him ranked ahead of ADP, and he fell 9 picks after ADP. And I also like the Malachi Fields and Darnell Mooney bets. I don't hate the likely bet, which I can't make right now because of the team that I have. I'm super glad I didn't push tight end because the only reason I would have pushed tight end was to try to get Kelsey. But yeah, we can just take wide receiver the rest of the draft. Like, basically the entire rest of the draft, we can just take wide receiver. So, who is available? We got. I mean, we can just queue everybody up, right? Shakir would be nice for this build. Honestly, we're just gonna kind of click the top. We're gonna look at the other positions, and we're gonna click the top of the wide receiver, most likely. If we get a big faller at a different position, like let's say that like Aaron Jones, for whatever reason, would have fell back, I would have still taken him, right? But because I could still go 5 RBs, right? And just have the 2 and the 2, and that would end with 9 receivers. All right, looks like we're going to get Diggs again. So, I mean, I'm in on the Diggs price, especially when you push wide receiver. And then if I get Coker, it gives me some sort of a floor. Or either one of these, I feel like give me a little bit of a floor. If I don't get one of those guys, and I have to move down to Hunter, Cooper, or Shaheed, it is going to feel grosser. What correlation do I have here? We got Dart. We got Herbert. Yeah, Shakir was clearly the pick I wanted. I think he's getting hated on a little too much, honestly. he's still going to put up some points. And he's really good when you're incredibly thin at wide receiver, right? Like, because all we have is Ladd, Rome, Diggs, and Shakir here. So, like, this is the perfect team to put Shakir on. How are we doing, Jerry? By the way, if you guys aren't subbed to Jerry or Hartman, I forgot to shout out Hartman earlier. Hartman right here. Give them a follow. Hartman is Hartman Fantasy Football. Jerry is that name right there. Give them a follow as well. Also, Steve from Fanspeak Network follows Fanspeak Network. They're awesome. Steve's coming on the channel again next week on Wednesday. So I look forward to that. We're not sure if we're going to just draft or if we're going to do some ball talk like we used to do. What do you guys want? Do you guys want ball talk or do you want drafts? Because I feel like Steve and I do really good like breakdown kind of stuff together. So I had a couple. He went after Manon guy. Got it. Yeah, so like I said, we need 40 likes to yeah, we could do like a 30-minute discussion or whatever on something and then a draft. Definitely looking forward to coming on. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Like, I actually really enjoyed the breakdown videos that we did. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. That sounds good. We'll figure out a smaller topic, delve into it between 30 minutes and an hour. Who knows? Steve and I, we usually go deep into the stuff whenever we talk about it. Oh, it's super fun. I think 3 and 4 are okay if the 3 and 4 if the 4 people can actually like let the other people talk and don't interrupt. I like the multi-people ones. The problem is that those always turn into people yelling over each other. So McMillan, man, Jalen Naylor, I have such a hard time taking Jalen Naylor. I also have a hard time taking a second Brown. So McMillan is definitely the pick I want. And then I would love to get Flournoy on the way back around. So all right, we'll just take Flournoy now. I do. This is too early for Flournoy, but I want the Week 17 game stack. I don't have anything built out there. I think he could pay this off. I think he's kind of a floor-ish play too. I think he's definitely going to get some weeks. And to be honest, like that just allows me to go super hard into like pure upside with these next picks, right? Do I want to double down on the Cleveland Browns? No. Absolutely not. Will I? I'm starting to think I'm getting too much Denzel Boston, but I think that it's a fine thing. Like, if Boston goes, I'll actually take Jalen Naylor, who I don't like at cost. But this is 9 picks. This is basically at ADP. Yeah, let's go ahead and take Jalen Naylor here. One of my first shares of Naylor. By the way, if you're just listening, just joining, we got a 2-4-6-2 here. We got Justin Herbert, Jackson Dart. We got a Jonathan Taylor fall and a Saquon fall for a unique bearing. David Montgomery, Rico Dowdle stop at 4. Wide receiver, Ladd, Rome, Diggs, Shakir, Flournoy, Naylor, Loveland plus Fannin here. Like this, so much upside at tight end, so much upside at running back, really strong quarterbacks. Like we just need to get bodies in this wide receiver room. I think we're doing good. Let me help you. Help you how? How are we? How are you helping? Well, we just locked in another draft, guys. Let me know. Let me know in the chat what you want to do. Not a poodle. I'm saving my poodles. I did the one to start. We talked about it. If you want to see the poodle, you can go back. I reviewed my finals poodle team, like some strategy things that I did that I think was a lot of fun to do. But yeah, you can always go back to the timestamp and listen to that. Probably end up just doing another one of these, unless you guys want a drafters mini. Did I add it? I'm an idiot. I typed third drafts with an S. And by the way, if you're new to the channel and you haven't hit the like, go ahead and hit the like. And if you enjoy it, go ahead and hit the sub. We go live every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Central. Let's do next draft. Puppy drafters. We're gonna vote. So the way we're gonna do it is every drafters vote is gonna count for 2. By the way, so I can't scale it, but we're gonna do every drafters vote counts for 2. So I want to be able to support the drafters crowd a little bit. We're going to take so Zachariah Branch has now jumped Jeremy Bernard in ADP. Interesting. All right, so 1 for Puppy, 2 for drafters. 1 for Puppy, 2 for drafters in the chat. Every drafters is worth 2 points. I'll probably lose people following, but drafters is good to me. Drafters, I get to give away a $2 or a $3 mini ticket once a week. I get to give away a $15 drafters main ticket once a week. So let's show them support and vote to go over there. That's what I'm saying. Man, I cannot click Jerry Judy. Yeah, let's take Jeremy Bernard here. Man, this is some upside now. I think I really like the way this team's coming together. All right, it's kind of more split than I thought it would be. I've done 2. I was only planning on doing 1 more after this. If we get to 60 likes, I don't know. I'm not going to give a like goal out there. I'm not going to give a goal because it depends on how long the next draft takes. Because I would like to be done within the next 2 hours for sure, right? He had 1,200 yards 2 years ago. He sure did. And wasn't like almost all of that because of Jameis? Right? What wasn't it like 200-yard Jameis games? I mean, that answer is definitely yes. But maybe not because of Judy. Maybe the answer is definitely no. It's not a maybe, sir. That's a definite. But about Judy, you may not be crazy about Judy. But that's more of a statement, right? Like we got I was I was debating on taking Emmett Johnson here for the bring back. We didn't end up doing it. Based on the way that this draft just went, though, I feel pretty okay with this wide receiver room, all in all. I mean, the tight end room is a smash. So I think I'm going to just take another RB. I think we're going to take a third rookie down here in Malachi Fields. Ladd, Rome, Diggs, Shakir, Flournoy, Nate. Like, I think we're going to take the stack here in Fields. And then we're going to take Vidal if he comes back around. Jordan James is a name I need to click some, though. Someone took Kirk. All the cops. Who took all the cops? Who, Kirk Cousins? I assume that you mean in your draft. In your draft. So we got Brew Crew, Kale, Game Tight, and JT. So we got several reviews to do here on this one. It looks like Drafters is going to win with the 2-1 weighting here. So we got a 2-5-9-2 here. Justin Herbert, Jackson Dart. Running backs: Taylor, Barkley, Demont, Dowdle, Kamani Vidal. Wide receivers: Ladd, Rome, Stephon Diggs, Khalil Shakir, Ryan Flournoy, Jalen Naylor, and then just all upside: Branch Bernard, Malachi Fields. Tight ends: Colson Loveland, Harold Fannin. I think it's a pretty solid team. What do you guys think? The other better Kirk. I know who you're talking about. This guy right here. I mean, you're not in the draft, right? You're not in the draft, C Money. So, all right. So let's review the teams. We got JT 2673 here. We got Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts. That's easily stop at 2. Running backs: Dobbins, Gainwell, Rodriguez, Bigsby, Sean Tucker, Samaje Perine. I've clicked him a couple times. I don't think it's crazy, especially on a Burrow team. Jamar Chase, Devonta Smith, Rashid Rice, Christian Watson, Mekhi Lemon, Trey Tucker, Dontavian Wicks. Tight end: Kyle Pitts at 120 is criminal. Chika Okonkwo, Mike Gesicki. This team is awesome. I know your projected is not high, but I really do like this team. You just need some things to like go right early in the season here, but with Dobbins, Gainwell, and Rodriguez, and then like you're betting against my team with the Saquon injury, and a big bet against Bucky. Like I like this. I like it a lot. He took him too damn early. C Money loves Krusty Kirk too. Feels good to not be alone. All right, so we got Game Tight, a 2-6-8-2 here. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. Then we got Jahmyr Gibbs, Jalen Warren, Jordan Mason, Isaiah Pacheco, Brian Robinson, Katron Allen. Wide receiver: George Pickens, Jameson Williams, Jalen Waddle, DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, Travis Hunter, Darnell Mooney, Tyquan Thornton, who I debated on if I was going to go 10 wide receivers. And then tight end: Trey McBride, Travis Kelce. This is a very strong wide receiver room. I like the double stack there with Aaron Rodgers. I like the back stack here with Travis Kelce and Tyquan Thornton. You got him 10 picks after ADP. I like it. I like it quite a bit. And then you went hero, like pretty extreme hero. Like, that's a fun squad. We got Kale here. I've only seen Kale draft good teams. Liam, Pack, Rain, and Eric all have come around on Kirk. So get them while you can, Brett. I have 49% pre-draft. Well, so I've not been in on Kirk, but I've not been in on Stripling that much either. Like I kind of got there. Like, where's my Stripling? Oh, I'm overweight Stripling. Oh, that's because I'm doing I'm taking them for the playoff weeks. Not like I think Kirk is a good pick if you need help early in the season. We got a 3.672, which I thought that about Cooper Kupp last year, and then he smashed in the actual playoffs. He was trash all year, and then he smashed in the real playoffs. 3.672. We did the old oopsie at quarterback, it looks like. Or maybe it was on purpose. We'll find out. Drake May, Matt Stafford, Tyler Shuck. Running back, Ramondre stacked up with May. Blake Corum stacked up with Stafford. JCM, Woody Marks, Tajay Spears, Emmett Johnson. So Puka, Olave. So yeah, you got stacks everywhere. Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams for the double. That's a super fun wide receiver room. Trey Harris, Malik Washington, Jalen Noel, Bowers, and Hunter Henry. Like I said, I've never seen Kale draft a bad team. That's a very, very good team. Then we got Brew Crew. We got a 3-4-7-4 here. We got Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, and Jordan Love. Running backs. Omarion Hampton, Kenneth Walker, Javonte Williams, Bucky Irving. Wide receiver, Brian Thomas Jr. It should be Jr., but it's not. Jaden Reed, Jacoby Myers, Coker, Boston, Tesla, Ted Hurst. Kincaid, Strange, Stowers, Ferg. This is one of the only teams I've seen you draft I questioned a little bit. The Jordan Love pick feels like it needed, and I mean needed, to be a wide receiver. It feels like one of those picks, like it just feels like this team needed 8 receivers. That's just my own take. Instead of 4 tight ends or 3 quarterbacks. I feel like it needed 8 receivers starting at Brian Thomas, but maybe I'm just plain scared. I don't know. So we got this is super close, guys. Like I said, Drafters is being weighted 2-1. We've got 49 watching. We've got 49 watching for the next draft. 1 for a puppy, 2 for a Drafters. Every Drafters vote counts as 2. So I'll give it 1 minute. If you care what we draft, vote. So, I mean, we've only got 8 votes with 49 watching. So do your best, guys. What's up, River Rat? Over 20% all. Oh, you talking about Kirk? I have Kirk on I think 2 of my bigger boards. And by the way, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit the like, and then also hit the sub. I go live every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Central, and every Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. Central, as well as every once in a while I'll throw a member stream out there, stuff like that. Shout out to everybody here. Hi all, happy drafting. Now, if we get to 60 likes, I'm going to give 5 memberships as well. So 60 likes to give 5 memberships. I might do another draft after that, but all right. The 1 minute is up, and the puppy did take over. Everybody who was being quiet jumped in and said what they wanted. So we're going over to a puppy. If we do a 4th draft, by the way, it's definitely going to be a Drafters. I'm not locking it in, but I'm feeling pretty good right now, and these puppies don't take that long. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a 4th draft no matter what. But at 60 likes, we will gift 5 memberships. But I'm not locking it in. We'll see how long this draft takes. But we're going to jump in a puppy 2 in 15 seconds.
Bestball, we can't rest. We never leave the grind. Fury, endless, breaks, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who waits? Immortal.
Look at that. We're waiting. We're back. We're at the back again. We got game tied at the 1. And by the way, if I forgot to review your team and you're a member, say something. I can always go back and review it if you care. We got game tied at the 1. I believe John Franco listens. It's been a while since I've seen you in a draft. Let me know. We got Brew Crew here. I am the KY at the 6. We got River Rat at the 8. We got Get Guapa 24/7. I have no idea what this means or what it's referencing. I'm assuming it's something bad, but I said it anyway. We got him at the 9. Kale at the 10 over here to deliver pure punishment to me. I got the 11. Good luck, everyone. Especially me. G-Wop. Gwap. Get swap. Isn't Gwap money get swap? Well, I know that. Is it get and then WAP? I don't know. Let me know. I'm old and don't listen to that kind of music. Debate Bears wide receiver or trap again. The hardest schedule. Not one 1,000-yard receiver since. Well, sir, let me show you something. 17% Colson Loveland, 0.6% Luther Burden, 12.8% DeAndre Swift, Roma Dunze 6.1%. I might agree with you. He didn't post it here, by the way. Maybe it is. Maybe I can't read. The hardest schedule, not one 1,000-yard receiver since 2023. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree that it's like Loveland's show. That's what I think. I think it's Colson Loveland's show. I think it's definitely Colson Loveland's show. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the first time I've seen that because I like it. I think that's a good take. Now I don't feel comfortable at 0.6% Luther Burden because he's the kind of guy who can spike at any point. Absolutely, James Cook, Ashton Genty. Absolutely, let's do it. This feels fun. I'm in too many chats. 2. We're gonna remove that poll. Like I said, if we do another draft, we're definitely going over to drafters. And for 60 likes, we're gonna give 5 memberships. I'm feeling pretty good right now, and it seems like we're doing pretty well overall here. We got a couple subs. Things are going good. We got 50 watching, so we'll probably, as long as this stays up, we'll probably stay live and do another, do a drafters draft after this as well. If you guys aren't over on drafters, you can use promo code, wrong one. Sign up on drafters, use your promo code WHO, that's capital H with 2 little O's, for a 100% deposit match for up to $100. And then once a week, I can give away. There's no giveaway today. I just haven't changed that from last week. But once a week, I can give away a mini ticket over on Drafters, and I can give away a $15 main ticket on Drafters. I get to give one away each week. I've already given them away this week. Congratulations to Two Mules and to... Why can't I remember who won the three? Was it Megatron? Was it Megatron? Somebody won the $3, but Fade the Bears. They helped many win millions last year. Yeah, like I've been waiting for Luther Burden to drop to the 4-5 turn. That's all I've been. I honestly, I 100% believe the only reason he hasn't is because of Davis Maddox. I 100% believe that Davis Maddox is the entire reason that he's that high. I'm a badass. You put these young streamers to shame. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, you went on Bayou Bengals? Okay. He ain't dropping. Burden is the truth. I didn't know C Money was a Luther Burden Bowl. We passed on Kyron the last time. Let's take Kyron here. Saw Burden go 3.2 in FFPC. I'm still fully in that Colson Loveland's the better pick. Call me crazy. I'm pretty in on Colson Loveland being the pick you need. You know what? Let's take Evans. So, I'm a Davis mod. I don't agree with all, but the Burden bet is one that could. No, the Burden bet is definitely one that could hit. Like I'm not mouthing Davis, but like what I'm saying is Davis is very bullish on this player, and Davis has a lot of pull, right? So, like I think that Davis has way more pull on ADP than people think, because last year like Jaden Blue stayed high, and Davis was one of the main people touting him, right? And for a long time it felt weird. Now, the Burden bet definitely has ways to hit. Like it's a scary fade. Like I'm gonna end up like 3 to 4% minimum on him, but I just think that Davis does pull that. Doing these long streams with a few hours of sleep. Got it. If anyone listens to that, Davis puts in the work, man. Like you're in on level 2. That's kind of where I want to be. Hey, who got the membership? We got a new member, everybody. We got J. Lou P555. Welcome.
Welcome to the Who Crew.
So, wish I had more opportunities to draft level. I mean, you make your opportunities to draft level. Just take them in the 4th like I do. Yeah, exactly. He has more. Like that's why I'm saying like I've been waiting for him to fall a little bit. I was hoping that Davis would like stop talking about it so loudly, and that Burden would fall a little bit, and I could take some of him in the like. I've actually got like 4% Burden in Superflex because he kind of went around in Superflex, he was going around Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle, and Mike Evans, right? So he was going around those players, not ahead of them every single time. Yeah, like this isn't a dogging. That was not a dogging Davis thing. Like I don't know if anybody thought that, but that's not what that was. That's just saying the man has some pull on the market, whether he thinks he does or not. Burden is collective as an industry. I don't know. Like several of the people, like there's a lot of people out there that are industry like giant. Like they don't dislike Burden, but they a lot of like Karain and a couple others, they also don't love the price, and they want it to be in the 5th round. I think that like Jameson Williams versus Luther Burden is a very interesting argument. Burden just has the higher ceiling, right? Yeah. So we're gonna take Carnell here. By the way, if you're new to the channel and you haven't smashed a like, go ahead and smash the like. And if you enjoy the content, hit the sub. At 1,000 subs, we're doing 24 hours. And at 741, I'm going to go over where the nickname Whohames come from and what exactly it means. Yeah, I figure you did, but I don't think everybody did, right? Does commit usage worry you? No, commit's usage is bullish for him, in my opinion. Yeah. Why not? Let's go hyper fragile. The double bye week 7 does suck, but we're just gonna eat it. Yeah, so on this, like look at what the Bears have done in the offseason. Their number 3 receiver right now is Xavier Thomas or Jade Walker or what's his name? Khalif Raymond, right? So, they're gonna run 12 personnel a lot. They're going to. It's gonna happen. But Cole Kmet is going to be brought in as the blocker most of the time, and Loveland's gonna be their move around guy. Like this is what I think. I think he's gonna be their move around guy in a lot of those 12. Like he's gonna split out quite a bit and do more like the Dalton Kincaid type stuff. And like, because he's going to be running routes. And if they need a blocker, they're going to do like, if only one's going to stay in the block, it's going to be Kmet. Like, I don't think it's that bad. I would rather have Cole Kmet on the field than a wide receiver for Loveland's target share. Because I think like a Khalif Raymond is probably going to command more targets than Cole Kmet, right? Or like if Xavier Thomas breaks out or something like that. So he's clearly the tight end 1. Wide receivers can usually command more targets than tight ends in general, right? So I would rather them be in 12 personnel for Loveland. Burton doesn't have to compete with Amon Ra for targets either, right? Yeah, true. I give 2 shits. I mean, fair. Yeah, tell us how you really feel. Like, Karain, like, did he needs some luck to win it? Yes. But the man is very sharp, and he's been successful even without it, right? Davis is great at evaluating talent. Davis is great at evaluating upside. Like, nobody can see upside. Like, nobody sees with more rose-colored glasses than Davis. Like, right? Like, if you want to know who has the most upside, like, just look at who Davis likes. Those are the biggest upside players every year. Like, he has a type. He knows he has a type. He's usually just a year early. He has been early on the guys quite a bit. Zacchaeus and Moore leave 175 targets. Right, that's a lot of them. But Colson Loveland had a 34% target share over the last 4 games. That to me is something that matters. Like 34%. 34%. That's a crazy number. I don't care who you are. That's a crazy number. All right, so I'm going to take QJ, who I don't love, if he's here. Thanks, Kale. Thanks, Kale. Hey, Kale. 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 Thanks. We're gonna take Godwin here, actually. I got Kyron. That's a week 17 game. It's a flat tier there. Oh, look at that. Like, he had Lad. I was expected. What's the Muse have to say? Loveland? Yeah. Yeah, he was averaging 10 and a half targets a game or something. Let's buy the dip on Alec Pierce on this one. It was like the last 4 games he averaged over 10 targets a game. They're all sharp, including Steve-O, Liam. But I could really care less about your takes. I'm drafting my guys. I agree with it, but he does help sometimes. Who are we talking about? Davis? How are we doing? Caleb has glorified Justin Fields. He has problems reading defense. It's 22% off-target rate, which is 31st in the league last year. He's a taller Kyler Murray. He is taller than Kyler Murray. Spitting facts out here. Caleb Williams is taller than Kyler Murray. Like, just spitting the facts. I watch chat more than anything. Too. I used to be that way. Dude, best ball, first pick, going Gibbs. Allen and McBride, and getting top 2 scorer, all 3 positions. I can't get in on the McBride stuff. I think that offense is going to be a lot slower pace this year. I don't think they're going to get as far behind in games, which is going to not facilitate as good of a game script for them. But I could be wrong. Like, McBride in the mid-third, like, whenever Rashee Rice is out of the mid-third, I will start taking some McBride. Hey, I'm taller than Kyler Murray, but also run like him. Nice, Joe King. I run worse than Tom Brady did at his at the combine. So it is what it is. Love will take targets from. Yes, that is definitely true. Caleb Williams is a much better Justin Fields. Was that what he was saying? Yeah, he is. So Caleb Williams, honestly, remember Lamar Jackson's first couple of years where he was like either incredibly on in passing or couldn't hit anything for like the first 2 or 3 years? Josh Allen kind of was that way too, right? Like, that's what Caleb Williams was the first 2 years. There's a good chance that Caleb Williams settles in this year or next year and just starts throwing absolute lasers, right? Because you got to remember, after year 1, he got a new coach and had to learn a new offense. That's a big deal for a young guy, having to learn the NFL in year 1. And then you learn the NFL, but in year 2, when you start getting a little more comfortable, should be more comfortable, you have to learn an entirely new offense on top of it, right? That's a very big deal. So I'm definitely leaving the light on for Caleb. Like, and I was not a Caleb fan. I had Caleb rated 4 out of the quarterbacks that year. So it is like, I'm not a fan, but he definitely, Caleb ran more than you think, I bet. So he had all 383 and 3 touchdowns. Like, let's just go to the sheets. So this is every quarterback. Right now it's sort of by fantasy points. This is my own sheets. Let's go by rushing yards and by quarterbacks. So where does Caleb Williams rank? So Caleb Williams, because it's X-2, ranks 7th. He had the 7th most rushing yards last year of quarterbacks. So if you say he doesn't run, you're wrong. You're wrong. Just flat out wrong. Now, you can not like him, think he runs weird. I think he runs weird. Like, I don't know why. It just feels like he runs weird. He doesn't look comfortable when he runs. Yeah. Caleb can run. I mean, he was still 7th last year. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to check that. I didn't see you had checked that. Herbert finished 2nd last year. Yeah, kind of. Mahomes definitely runs weird too. Yeah, like, yeah. I don't know what it is about Caleb when he runs. It feels a little off. Like it just feels different. Like, I don't know. He's definitely not a gazelle out there, right? Since Kubiak runs so many double tight end formations, do you think Michael Mayer will cut into Brock Bowers' receptions? I don't really think that these tight end 2s are cutting into the tight end 1, like these elite tight ends receptions. I think that just because they get receptions or targets doesn't mean they're eating into the main's target. Like, there's still going to be 4 guys that go out in routes on most concepts, right? So it doesn't matter if it's a tight end or a wide receiver, a little bit. Going against another tight end is bullish for the lead tight end because they're way more likely to get first or second read targets in those situations versus the wide receivers. That's why I'm not worried about the Cole Kmet stuff, because I want those first read targets, right? So I don't take a lot of Malik right now, but I think this is a James Cook team. Let's go ahead and do the Malik Willis thing. I could have looked at him. He might have taken a 3rd. But I'm probably taking either Cam Ward or Daniel Jones here. I don't know. Who do we want? I think let's go with Cam Ward. He has the little correlation with Genty in the playoffs. It is a higher drafted receiver there. And I would rather get into Jeremy Bernard than, and maybe I take Denzel Boston again. Like, this gives me outs to Freiermuth and Darnell Washington as well as a Week 17 stack. So, by the way, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subbed and you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit the sub. I like a good conversation. Like, as long as it's a conversation, it's all good. Yeah, Herbert is a smash over Pick'em. Yeah, I bet the Herbert rushing, I think, 15 weeks last year, and it only didn't hit 3 times, I think, something like that. And like it wasn't a lock. Maybe it was 75% hit, but it hit a lot. At least last year, maybe. We're not drafting Caleb for rushing yards. So we're drafting Caleb because all people are fighting over him because 4 different Bears go before him. Now, if that's true, if all of those prices are right, Caleb Williams is just the most mispriced player on the board, right? But most likely what's correct is that one or two or like maybe all four of those picks on the Bears side are just wrong. You know, I personally think the Bears have too much upside to fade. If Caleb keeps the momentum last year and takes another step, the offense could be explosive. Yeah, like I'm playing it a little bit more through the run game and Loveland. Like I said, I've been waiting for Burden to fall. I actually have more Burden on DK, which I've been doing a mains on DK, because for whatever reason, Luther Burden seems to fall into the 5th round on DK a little more. Vegas or Vegeta's? Is that what? Wait. Vegeta Super Saiyan. Okay, yeah. I had to look. I couldn't. It's too far away. I had to look at it closely. Vegeta Super Saiyan. It's just a high upside pick. If they get any injury at wide receiver, he has a pretty clean bet into like a really high upside offense. He was breaking out as he got hurt last year. He could play any he could fill the role of any of Brian Thomas Jr., Parker Washington is the cleanest one, or Jacoby Myers. Like he could play all of those positions. So I don't think he's a fade player at all. I would not be fading him. So we got our guys here. Yeah, let's take Trey Tucker. A little bit more of a bet on this offense. He feels good in this room as well. Do I want Britton Strange here? Well, I got Alec Pierce. Let's do Denzel Boston. So let's roll the clip. All right. BTJ feels like we're holding on to 2024. I hope new coach. So, I mean, a lot of people have talked about it, but if you just look at Brian Thomas and out splits with Trevor Lawrence, like Trevor Lawrence is not good at throwing those styles of balls. But this year, Liam Cohen they've said that they were using him, like they were just using him wrong because he's able to do everything. Now, if Brian Thomas Jr. starts getting moved around and playing a little bit more like some in the slot, and it's not just Parker Washington there, Brian Thomas Jr. is going to absolutely cook this year. And that's going to make Parker Washington not a very good pick if that happens. So I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen there. No balls, no glory. Yeah, so like I definitely don't want to end at 0.6% Luther Burden. I also still have trouble taking Luther Burden ahead of Colston Loveland. I just have trouble doing it. Because when the games were on the line last year, they gave all of the targets to Loveland. They also spent higher draft capital on Colston Loveland. So now you only need to start one tight end and you need 3 wide receivers. So like that is, to me, that's the only reason you would take Burden over Loveland is because you need the 3 wide receivers. That could be a situation where you really don't want any of them but T-Law. Yeah, that is kind of I think I'm underweight all but Jacoby Myers because Jacoby Myers is the cheapest, like, centerpiece. Jacoby Myers actually has trade outs, by the way. P wash usage up plus trade and sign Myers, BTJ, ATB. Somebody's ADP is too high over. Like, a lot of people talk about how one of the Bears ADPs are too high. Like, isn't it just that one of theirs is too high? Like, I think it's more likely that the Bears ADPs are right than it is that the other way around, right? To where it's all like, if you were to tell me all the Bears ADPs or all of the Jaguars ADPs are right, which we're gonna make it a question. Actually, we're gonna end the current poll. We're gonna make it a new poll. If we're gonna take Calvin Ridley here for the double stack, assuming bye weeks allow for it. It does. All right. So back to the board, and then we'll do it. So, which one is more likely to be correctly priced? Jacksonville pass catching or Bears pass catchers? So we got a poll. It's on the YouTube side this time. So let us know which is more likely to be correctly priced, the Bears or the Jaguars. I think that it's more likely that the Bears are, myself. Can Mike Evans even get 1,000 yards if he plays a full season? I think he can get double-digit TDs. I think so. I also think DJ Moore could be wide receiver. Yeah, no, I agree with all those things. Like, down the stretch, DJ Moore is the one who is him and Colson Loveland carrying that Bears offense in the playoffs, right? Mike Evans, I think he could get 850 yards and 13 touchdowns. And that, to me, is a pretty good, like, that's a pretty good thing, right? Like, I would not be upset at that, you know? Would you, like, that's what you want. Like, that's going to lead into a couple double touchdown games. That's what you want in this. Yeah, Evans is going to look at the red zone now. The red zone over there at the 49ers, like, you lost Juwan Jennings. Ricky Pearsall is not a red zone threat, or hasn't been. He's a deep threat. Ayuk is almost all but gone. George Kittle, we don't know if he's healthy. CMC, like, he's going to get targets. But, like, they don't have anyone else in the red zone at wide receiver. They went out and got him because he's good at that one role. So he's absolutely going to get fit. Similarly, Godwin will resurrect. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but a lot of the beat reporters are saying Godwin looks like he did 2 years ago, again in camp. Like, that it's back, that he was never fully healthy last year. He wasn't catching with confidence last year. You could see that whenever he came back from injury. Like, some players, like, for whatever reason, BTJ was this way last year. Whenever he came back from those, like, with those the hand injury that he had all year that he never let rest, like, he never came back with, like, full, like, he never had confidence in what he was doing. You could see it when you watch the games. And since Steve and I, shout out Steve from Fanspeak, since we watched every single game, I think it was the first 12 weeks, and did a weekly recap on the games, like, we watched every single game and went through the stats and then debated on what we seen, what we did. And a lot of the time we seen similar things. And one thing that we seen with Godwin was that he didn't look like he was fully, like, he didn't look confident in his hands or in his routes or whatever. Something didn't look right. Igbuka ADP doesn't make sense if Godwin's back. Yeah, I don't think the Igbuka price makes sense anyway. Like, I know I've talked a lot on Burden, but like, to me, Burden and hold on. Let's take Jacoby Lane here. Why not? Let's take a Jacoby Lane here. To me, Burden and Ibuka should be very close to each other, but they should be in the mix with Jalen Waddle, Mike Evans, Jameson Williams, DJ Moore. They shouldn't be a round and a half. Like, those two shouldn't be the locked in guys at the top of that group. That's my only complaint. All right, so we got by the way, we're feeling great. We're going to do another draft, and it will be a Drafters Mini. We're going to review my team. We're going to review all of the members, the YouTube members' teams as well. And we got a 3-4-8-3 here. We got Brock Purdy. We got Malik Willis. We got Cam Ward. Running backs, we got Ashton Jetty, James Cook, Kyron Williams, Faisal Tootin. Week 7 might be rough, but here's the hoping. Wide receiver, Mike Evans, Cardell Tate, both stacked up. Chris Godwin, Alec Pierce, Trey Tucker, Denzel Boston, Calvin Ridley, Jacoby Lane, George Kittle, Greg Dulcich, Eli Stowers. Like, talk about like a wild tight end room. Look at this. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Dulcich and George Kittle. Just think of this tight end room's hair. Just think of how glorious it would look in a snapshot. Like, I've already won because we got the combination you need. We're correlating hair. That's what we're doing here. That's how you win all the money. Puka and Jamar surprised me at their wide receiver numbers. 1,000 yards is a lot harder starting at the 35-yard line every drive. Yeah, like, but less yards. It makes pass catching and running backs the most valuable. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I did. I guess I failed. So maybe we rein in the all hair team eventually. Maybe. All right, we got game tied at the 101. We got a 2-6-8-2 here. We got Jaden Daniels. We got Caleb Williams. Running backs, we got Jameer Gibbs, Jeremiah Love, Jordan Mason, Woody Marks, Jordan James, and Kalen Black. I've not been doing this. I don't mind it at all. I've been wanting to do this over on Drafters or DraftKings where it's 20 rounds. I think this is sharp. And by the way, guys, I said at 60 likes, we're gifting 5 memberships. Also, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit the sub, man. We're doing a 24-hour live stream if we hit the 1,000 before the NFL kickoff. So I like doing that. I think it makes sense on a double anchor to also do that as well. And then Jameson Williams, Hero. And then I like these two next. I don't like the Wilson pick overall, but I think it makes sense when you pushed because you got McBride plus Loveland, right? Like I knew something like that was there. So you got that. You got Gibbs. You got Love, right? So it makes sense to take the guy who might have a really good like floor in Michael Wilson and Michael Pittman. And then Casey Concepcion, Jalen Naylor, Antonio Williams, Isaac Tesla, Traylon Burks. You're going to flex tight end a lot. Your top 2 running backs are awesome. Like, I think you can scrounge together enough points at wide receiver to possibly get there. Not a bad, very good team there by Game Tight. We got Brew Crew. We got a 2-6-7-3 here. We got Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, running back. David Montgomery, DeAndre Swift, Tony Pollard, Ja'Cory Crush-Kamara, Tank Bigsby, Katron Allen. Wide receivers, Jameer Chase, Nico Collins, Devonta Smith, Ricky Pearsall, Travis Hunter, Jalen McMillan, Tyquan Thornton, So you got Hurts, Mahomes. You got the Tyquan Thornton stack again. Tyquan plus Kelsey again. AJ Barner, Arroyo. I don't see like Arroyo is a fun like late pick for sure. I like this. The triple anchor into just some big swings makes sense. Yeah, you're strong at every position there by Brew Crew. We got KY, I believe. KY is a member. Looks like a good team. We got a 3-6-7-2 here by KY. We got Tyler Shuck, Daniel Jones, and Tua. Running backs: Jonathan Taylor, Travion Henderson, Jadarian Price, Jalen Warren, Alvin Kamara, Ray Davis. Wide receiver: Drake London, Olave. Love this combination. Like week 17, it's my second favorite game. I've been leaning on making up my third favorite game. Currently, it's my second favorite week 17 game. We got Igbuka, Josh Downs, Khalil Shakir, Ryan Flournoy, and Jalen Tolbert, Kyle Pitts, Juwan Johnson. Solid team. Just another absolutely solid team in this pod. And then we got Kale, and I believe that's the end of the reviews. Just wanted to see one of these emojis I gifted myself. The emoji, by the way, if you have a membership, you get access to these emojis. Let's just put all of these sweet emojis. I'm pretty proud of these emojis. I'm not going to lie. But I made all these custom emojis for the Who crew. So you get access to those if you become a YouTube member. We got a 2583. You also get reviews. We got Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, running back Derrick Henry, Javonte Williams, Tyron Tracy, Tyler Algier, Tajay Spears, wide receiver Justin Jefferson, DJ Moore, Jordan Tyson, Quentin Johnson, Jaden Reed, Adonai Mitchell, Malik Washington, Dontavian Wicks, tight end Harold Fannin, Dalton Kincaid, and Gunnar Helm. I think I'm going to be moving Dalton Kincaid up, by the way. If he looks healthy, I'm in. I was worried about it a little bit. CMC. Oh, if you go back to the very beginning of the stream, I was talking about like strategies to do for the Poodle. One of them I might do is just put CMC at the 103 because I'm not taking much CMC. And I'm going to probably take one contest and just like take all the CMC in that one contest. And probably like a $3, like a $5.20 max or something. I'll just take bags of them and then not take much of them and everything else. But I kind of went over that earlier. Yeah. So I like this quite a bit. Like, once again, lean in on the double anchor. Take some guys with volume down here. Jefferson anchor with DJ Moore, Tyson, Quentin Johnston, and Reed. Like, you definitely get 2 wide receivers out of that almost every week. And this tight end group looks awesome. So those, by the way, we're jumping in a $3 mini right now. Jump in. Hope you guys are in. We're over on Drafters now. We're going to support Drafters. And by the way, if you aren't over on Drafters, you can sign up on Drafters using promo code WHO for a 100% deposit match for up to $100. That's capital H, 2 little O's, promo code WHO. And I get like once a week, I can give away a $3 mini ticket and a $15 main ticket. So if you guys want access to possibly have a free stuff, you have to have an account to receive the ticket because, you know, you have to be able to play to get the ticket. But yeah, like sign up on Drafters using promo code WHO. Also, if you like the overlay that I was using that shows player combinations, portfolio management stuff, Bestball overlay, it's not active on Drafters, but it is good for DraftKings. It is good for Underdog. But bestballoverlay.com, we have like promo code Who over there. It's $40 a month or $30 a month with the promo code Who. So I think it's well worth it. Like being able to plot out what combinations you have, what combinations you don't have, is very, very valuable if you're a massive volume player. We got another gifted by Game Type. We got B. Harrison. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Welcome to the Who Crew.
CMC might be dust. Hope he's got one more in him. I mean, I like watching the man play. I have a hard time. So 2 years ago when they told us he was good and he wasn't ever good, I had like 18% CMC, or like I had 15.5% CMC in the Eliminator that year before we found out he was hurt at all. So, and I had like 12% in like the BBM style stuff that year. And that was my first year going hard that was my first time going hard. Like that's the only time I'm probably ever going to max BBM. And like so much of it was dead because of CMC. Like I had a ton of that was before Eliminator went to the head-to-head stuff too. And by the way, give me 1 second as well. Where do you put these polls together? I'll just talk to me off stream sometime. I'll tell you. Okay. By the way, if you guys aren't subbed to GAB for Life, he also streams as well. So we got the 107. We got Brat, welcome, at the 12. We got Louisiana Lightning at the 11. We got FF Stooge, which is Hartman, at the 9, with no cap at the 8. This is Megatron Johnson here at the 6. We got Game Tight at the 4. Huron Riverhead at the 3. Good luck, everybody. Also, we need 1 like. 1 like for 5 gifted memberships by me, by the way. 1 single like. That's it. That's all you need. 5 gifted. All right, so I'll take a CMC share here. I just click him at times. I don't always do it, but sometimes I just click him. I'm more likely to click him on drafters than I am, because if CMC is what you need, I don't want 0. Like when I do take CMC, since he's a low owned player, I try to get more of my sand guys down behind. Oh, look at that. We got the likes. All right. Log out of your alts, guys. At my next pick at 18, whenever I make my pick, I'm going to gift the memberships. So if you logged into an alt to like, back out of that if you don't mind. I think JJ will be wide receiver 2. Kyler can support everyone. Too many mouths to feed. Jennings is there to... So, like, the Jennings thing makes me worry about JJ's touchdown upside. Now, I'm not saying that, like... Because it's not that he's going to take it away. It's that it's just an extra big body in the red zone, right? No competition is better than some competition in the red zone. That's all I'm trying to say. So, all right, here we go. We're gifting the 5 memberships. Let's see who wins. We got Bill Bratsky, name no one cares about, Mr. Credit 340, Stan _2323, and Alex E. Good. Welcome.
Welcome to the Who Crew.
All right, so you weren't here during the conversation. Like I mean, obviously the answer for most people is going to be both, but it's which one. Like every time I put a poll up, just because like, it's two bad options, right? Like the poll is two bad options. Which is the worst of the bad options? Like that's the game. That's the thing. Hoorah. It could just be new subs too. Like I'm just glad that we got to our goal. We got the subs. We're almost to 700. By the way, we've had a decent night with subs tonight. So thank you all for subbing. I'm glad you enjoyed the content. Hope you stay a sub. Hope I don't offend you at some point. I don't think I offend very many people. I'm sure I have, because I'm online and people get offended. But yeah, like it was just from a conversation, man. Like obviously, I think both of them as a group are mispriced. So yeah, we're gonna go with. I don't care about week 17 correlation over here. By the way, for those of you who don't know drafters is total points and full PPR, no bonuses. So no 100-yard bonus, but it is full PPR, and it's total points throughout the whole season. So week 6 matters just as much as week 15. So I'd say you are highly unlikely to offend anyone. Well, you probably didn't hear my speech at work this last couple days. So we'll just leave it at that. We're not going to talk about negative things from work. Let me tell you, though, I have zero problem telling an upper management what I think when I feel like something went wrong. Like when I think something is like objectively wrong. You know what I mean? Like the process of something happening and the way people treated being wrong. I will never back down from that. Ever. So they weren't a fan. I'll tell you that. All right. Anyway, we got like, I don't get this is fun. Like Olave is a player I'm overweight on. I am a little worried, and some smart people don't like him, but I'm in on Shuck. I believe in Tyler Shuck. We'll take Jacobs over Scatabo this time. I go 50-50 between Jacobs and Scatabo. I like both of them equally. Like I like Jacobs like at pick 30 before, and I don't think anything's happening to him. But I also think the Scatabo's been underpriced. So I think that if we find out for sure Jacobs isn't getting suspended, or is like if he is, he's going to fall to like 66. But if he doesn't, he's going to move back up, right? I'm offended. Interesting fact: Kyle Pitts and Juwan Johnson have the same target, catches, TDs, yards per game. I have fantasy points. Only difference is Kyle's going 81 picks. Juwan's going pick 140. So there's more to this than just stats. Like you can't look at all fantasy through just stats lens from the previous year. Kyle Pitts is gaining Kevin Stefanski, who has always had really good tight end production, if I remember correctly. So having Kevin Stefanski there is a big deal and part of it. I think Kyle Pitts is a good pick this year. Like I've agreed with most of your points, but so Juwan Johnson also has way more competition on his team than Kyle Pitts does. Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan. What else? It's Drake London and Bijan, right? That's it. That's all you got. Let's go at. Do we want to prove? Let's do Watson again. Let's build out a little Green Bay thing. So Kyle Pitts only has to go against Drake London and Bijan, which are elite players. Don't get me wrong, but he's still option 3. When has Juwan advanced your teams in the playoffs? He's never advanced them, but he sure won people some money, you know. Like, Kyle Pitts is an upside bet, and he has that single week ceiling, which we've seen twice last year, right? Let's let me go look it up real quick. I'm going to look up something I haven't looked at for a while. So I got to log in. Oh, I didn't realize this wasn't gated by login. All right. So Kyle Pitts last year in full PPR had a tight end 3 week, a tight end 5, a tight end 1, and a tight end 3. Juwan Johnson had a 1, 4, 3, 4, which is reasonably similar, right? The difference is that this year, Pitts is in a new offense with less competition because, but Juwan is in an offense he knows. He didn't get direct. He did get direct competition with Delp, but that's probably not for this year. I mean, I don't like Jadarian Price. I think we're just not going to take him. We're taking Marv. Pitts won a few people some money too. Yeah, Pitts was like one of the best last year. Oscar Delp, it being a Kellen Moore draft pick, and Johnson took a pay cut to stay in New Orleans. Chris Olave and Jordan Tyson. Kyle Pitts has been an upside pick his whole career. And it hit last year. Whether you want to admit it or not, like, it hit last year. He was going 40 picks later. He was going where Juwan was going last, or where Juwan's going this year is where Kyle Pitts was going last year. And he absolutely smashed that. Like, I think he finished. I mean, let me go back to my sheets, right? So he finished as tight end 8 last year. And this is sort of my fantasy points per game. And Juwan Johnson finished, or no, Kyle Pitts finished as tight end 6. And Juwan Johnson finished as tight end 14. Now, the difference was 9.81 points per game versus 8.55 points per game. And that's half point PPR. So look at Kyle's pictures, points per game. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he did. He hit on a week 3 also. Kyle Pitts per point per game was terrible. He had 4 good weeks. Well, I mean, you do know this is best ball, right? Where the goal is to hit giant weeks. Like, that is literally the goal of best ball. You hit giant weeks. That's what you're supposed to do. I was debating between Ramondre and Johnston. I think Ramondre was the better pick. I don't love the fact that it's a week 11 bye, but I'm pretty. I can't really take any more skill position week 11 buys. I really can't afford it on a total points. Yeah, I know that. Well, let me let me bring up the Fanspeak guide. It takes a while to load this because it's a lot of information. Plus, you want variance in your players. So, well, like I think the variance thing matters way more for Underdog and DraftKings than it does over here on Drafters. But yeah, you got to hit the right combos for the playoff week. So, all right, so let's type in Kyle Pitts. This is a gigantic file. So, all right. So we are about on the clock, and then we'll dive into that. So one thing about drafters is you kind of need to have a high scoring player at every position. I know what I need in the next round. I think I have to take Laporta here. I want some upside at tight end, and Laporta is upside. All right, so this is Kyle Pitts' half-point PPR last year. 2 15.5 games, a 40.1, which we all know, 11.7, 12, 10, 9, right? Let's look at Juwan. So the thing is that like even in total points, like, yeah, it looks flatter, but he still only had one game over Kyle Pitts' second and third best game, right? So he has consistency, but he doesn't really have the ceiling, and they added competition. Like, I know, like, they added Oscar Delp, they added Jordan Tyson, and they added Bryce Lance. Like, I know it was a 4th round pick or whatever, but they added a lot of competition. And I guess, I mean, Zachariah Branch, if you like Zachariah Branch, that's one thing, but Kyle Pitts is like for sure the third target in that offense. Juwan looks better because, I mean, that's an opinion, number one. But, like, look, 11.6, 13, 8, 10, 7, 10. It looks different because Pitts has the giant week. Like, if you remove the giant week, they're going to look pretty similar, is what I'm trying to say. You remove the one giant week, they're going to look similar altogether, right? Because you got a 15, a 9, a 7. These are the numbers. Like, he didn't have these low numbers, but he still had good numbers. All right, so, I mean, are we just going to send Jackson Dart every time, I guess? But, like, yeah, Kyle Pitts looks flat because he had a 40-point game. Watch the spike those. Watch the spike in those when you get back to the Kyle Pitts. Well, like, if you want consistency, yeah, like, Juwan is a thing. But they're number one, like, Kyle Pitts is going to have better quarterback play this year probably as well, right? Like, that is something else as well. Like, I like Tyler Shuck a lot, but he's got more target competition and all that. So you can say what you want. Like, I think he's a fine pick where he goes because he's mostly going at like 108, 109 now. Like, he's going around Xavier Worthy. Like, he's going around these quarterbacks I do like, but do you not understand that a small number is going to spike up more? Like, whenever you don't have a 40-point game, it's going to look like you spike more. Like, it's an optical illusion is all it is. Like, it's just an illusion because of the 40-point game. Like this 40-point game makes everything else look small. Look, we got a 15.5, a 15.2, a 12, an 11, a 10, right? Go to Juwan. Whenever it goes. 117, we got a 10, a 10, an 11. So that's pretty similar. And here's your two 15-point games. There's your 40-point game. It just looks flatter because the spike is way smaller. That's what we're saying. Yeah. One guy had 99. I mean, you're focused too more on the visual instead of the common sense of the matter. The common sense of the matter is that when you have a 40-point game, it's just going to look way worse for all the other ones. Yeah, no, I counted the red bars. And I did say that Kyle Pitts had more low games, but the game we play is best ball. If you're drafting for redraft, it depends on what you're drafting for. Like, if you're talking about redraft, Kyle Pitts is probably a much worse pick. If you're doing start sit lineup stuff, I think Kyle Pitts is a worse pick than he is in best ball. In best ball, we play best ball where you don't set lineups. Like, it just automatically starts the best player. Like, and maybe that's what, maybe you don't play best ball, maybe you don't know, but like these teams we're drafting, it auto starts your best player every week, your highest points every week. So that's why Kyle Pitts. Yeah, and this is the biggest bear case on him. For sure. Yeah, Jordan Mason's fine there. Right. Yeah, no, that's I gotta yeah, like I would not want like that's my bad for not saying, hey, no, we're doing best ball streams, right? Like if in a redraft to where you're doing start sit decisions, I agree that Kyle Pitts' current ADP is probably not great. Like I for sure think that. Now in best ball where you don't have to decide who starts, so you can just take 3 tight ends and it be Kyle Pitts, Brenton Strange, and Greg Dulcich, and you just get the best one every week. Like that's fun, right? Like Kyle Pitts seems more interesting with that. Yeah, and it's the because like so also with best ball, we are not, these teams we're drafting for real money right now, we're not allowed to make lineup changes. Like the team you draft, you can't ever, there's no starts, there's no waiver wire, nothing. At the second the draft is over, it's done. And it goes into your portfolio. And that's it. That's all there is. But no, like I'll just remember your name and realize that when you're talking more from that perspective. And it does, like, I'm fine talking redraft. I like redraft is a good game. I've moved over to best ball, but I understand the thought process that goes behind it, But yeah, like for that, for sure. So, by the way, if you guys are new to the stream and you haven't subbed and you've enjoyed the content, if you enjoyed the argument between two people talking different sports, it took me a second, but then I was like, oh wait, everything he's saying makes sense for redraft and for start sit lineup decisions. Like I love Juwan Johnson's one of my favorite plays for that, for sure. But yeah, like most talk is like, and that's why the Luther Burden fade is scary, because whenever you just get his best weeks every time, and you don't have to worry about the bad ones. Like, it's pretty scary to fade Luther Burden and Jamison Williams, right? But if you got to pick which week to start them, I think it sounds pretty. It doesn't sound great, right? So we're gonna finish this draft. We're definitely going to review all of the YouTube members, and then we're going to bed. Don't you go to work in like an hour? I gotta be up for work in 6 hours. It's all good. I'll just drive around to sleep tomorrow. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. It'll be fine, guys. It'll be fine. I'll just run the whole thing myself, you know. I think this is a good team to take Juwan Johnson on. What do you guys think? Yeah, I got to be up in 6 hours. Yeah. Let's listen to this. Oh no, I like this. By the way, thanks for everybody who stuck around when I came over to Drafters. We lost 20 some live viewers left. Like, it was like 27 instantly left when it came over to Drafters. It's wild that like people don't like Drafters that much. I'll just drive around to sleep. It'll be fine. Like, yeah. Yep. The real ones stay, right? I do like Drafters quite a bit. Like, that's crazy. It's all good. Like, if you have no interest in Drafters because you don't like total points, I get it. Like, I'm not upset that people are leaving. Like, it's fine. But I like Drafters, and Drafters is good to me, so I'm going to make sure to come over here every once in a while to support them. And the Drafters community needs it as well. I draft here on a little bit, but using your bullets on Underdog. Yeah, I don't know how many I'm going to get to over here on Drafters. I think this feels like a Trey Harris. I went Juwan Jennings here. Hey! We got a new member, Hockey Hooligan. Welcome. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for becoming a member of the Who Crew.
Welcome to the Who Crew.
All right. Oh, that works. I find Drafters a breath of fresh air. Yeah, no, that's like Drafters. You just come over here and like take your stands, right? It's just like, I know better than all y'all, right? Like, you just put your stamp on it and you go, right? Way less thought and correlation. Like, if I'm gonna do a draft laying in bed on my phone, it's always a Drafters draft, without a doubt. I watch y'all's puppies in the chat I can't use on Underdog. I enjoy your content though. I appreciate it, man. Like, I'm just glad somebody likes listening to me, and apparently a couple of you do. I only forced a couple of you to listen. You know, I've only a couple of you I have some shit on, and you're not allowed to leave. Oh, that's only a couple of you guys. Don't let anybody know who you are. Not allowed to tell. You guys aren't allowed to tell anybody. Just remember that. Let's go. Good stuff. Let's man, Malik Washington's ADP is that high over here now.
We're gonna have a championship here. Cause every time I drop a 50 piece, another nerd cries himself to sleep. Light one up for the hustler.
let's do a Malik Washington. Let's just take the top guy there. you you put out great stuff. Go Chiefs, absolutely, dude. Speaking of Go Chiefs, let me show you something I made today. I've been working on stuff for some videos and stuff. Look at this art I made. How do I go? Okay, there we go. Whoops. I don't know how to scroll through them. But yeah, there they are. What do you guys think of those? Those are pretty sweet, aren't they? I'm going through all the teams. I've got a couple of them done. They're pretty fire. They're pretty fire. So those are going to come, like, I'm going to start using those whenever I figure out how to do overlays properly for like in my regular, like during the season content. Those are going to be the logos I use instead of the actual team logos. I'm going to be using those things on my channel for all the teams. I mean, God. Jonah Coleman's at 186. Katron Allen's still here. Zach Charbonnet is awful for drafters. Let's go with Branch here, and then like if Tua comes back around, we take him, and if not, we just take Penix later. And if we have to stop with just Dart Love, I guess we start with Dart Love. So one thing I am doing is, since I'm fading CMC a bit, I'm going to, like when I build with CMC, I'm going to go a little more fragile than I would with other players. Because if he really smashes, I want to have really strong teams with that player. Is this fantasy? So, Vegeta's Super Saiyan, or Vegeta Super Saiyan here, was confused as well. This is what they call Bestball. This is drafters. Let me just go back to the main page. So this is for real money. This is the $3 drafters mini. $3, you can enter 100 of these. So for $300, you can do 100 drafts. First place, there are 18,750 total entries. First place out of this contest is 10 grand. Second is 5 grand. Third is 2,500. Fourth is 1,000. So they have these milestone bonuses too. You do 10 drafts, you get a free ticket as well. I'm about on the clock. Give me a second. And if you don't know Drafters Fantasy, you can use promo code WHO. Sign up on Drafters, and they'll match a 100%. Or let me just get the prompt up. It's not a true prompt, but you sign up on Drafters, use promo code WHO. That's capital H with 2 little O's, and they'll match 100% of a $100 deposit bonus. So you pop in, you draft, and it's Bestball. So back to the lobby. So it's full PPR. Drafters is full PPR. You start 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, quarterback, 1 tight end, and a flex position. Now it's Bestball, so it's 20. If you know what Bestball is, you draft 20 rounds of players, and it auto fills your roster. Yeah, it's called Drafters Fantasy Sports. If you go, you'll see this logo. It's I think it's Drafters. Let me. I believe you can get there from there. So it is I will say it's a Canadian company. The only way I can get money on it is to use it through PayPal because of bank reasons, being not in the US, being from the US myself. So, but I've never had the people who run this place are awesome, by the way. I'm able to give away tickets. Like I can give away a free $15 entry once a week. I can give away a free $3 entry once a week, and we stream, we give it away, we randomize it. Somebody wins every week. Let's take Holani. A Canadian company. Well, like, what was it telling on? Hold on a second. My fan keeps flipping up and like going straight to the ceiling and not blowing on me. I guess I have it cranked too hard. It's just over there like spinning itself around. Well, like, it drives, like, this is just me. It drives me nuts whenever my bank tells me I can't spend my money. Like, whenever my bank tells me I can't spend my money, it drives me absolutely nuts. We're all your fan. But yeah, so this is one of three sites I draft on. DraftKings has Bestball as well. So, like, the beauty of Bestball is you draft the team, you never touch it again. There are no roster transitions, nothing, none of that. You draft the team, and you forget about it until, like, the season starts. And then when the season starts, it's either trash and you lost $3, like, you know, poking it in a machine. Like, but you got to draft a team in the process, you know. Or you show up and you're winning $600 and you have a chance to win $3K or whatever, like in the last week. But nobody's allowed to do pickups. There are no pickups. So what you draft today is what you go into the season with. No exceptions. Let's Tyquan Thornton this one. And I'm not gonna lie, this is probably like I've been like kind of just vibing this whole time. I don't know that like I have too many week 11 buys. Like I have double quarterback week 11, which lowers my floor for week 11. I mean, I could go let me go look at this. This is a behind the paywall sheet that I have from the Eliminator. But week 11, I have Jackson Dart. So who do they play week 11? Week 11, they play the Jaguars, which wasn't really good against the pass last year, so that feels good. Alani boys, call your bank and say, please unblock. They will not. They literally will not do it. Like my bank will not do it. They just won't. That's it. Like they just won't. Yeah. This fan, I need to teach this fan a lesson, by the way. This fan's about to get demoted. Demoted to the curb. Straight out the door. Open the door and just chuck it as far as I can, as close as I can get to the road. Just just open the door and fling it. Hope I don't hit my car on the way over. Hope I have enough power. Yeah, let's go with Malachi Fields. From the club to the curb, from the curb to the curb. Does anyone have? I have no idea. Yeah, I know literally nothing. Like I mean, I know what it is. I know how it's played. I know that they don't like snowbirding. That's about it. That's as far as I go. All right, we got a 3-5-9-3 here, guys. We got Jackson Dart, Jordan Love, Tua Tagovailoa. Running backs: Christian McCaffrey, Josh Jacobs, Ramondre Stevenson, Jordan Mason, and George Halani. Probably should have went 6 running back, but we didn't. We said, you know what? Josh Jacobs should be around 3 talent. He's going at around 4. We're getting an absolute value. But you know what we don't need? We don't need a second or a third running back in week 11. We don't need that. We got CMC and Jordan Mason. We're good, guys. We're good. We're good. It don't matter. And by the way, Ryburn, if you need more information, I didn't link it. Let me link it real quick. But I have a free Discord you can join. Let me jump into my Discord to get the link for you. But you can jump in there and you can ask questions about Bestball, what it is. People are very friendly there. They may make fun of you here and there for asking some questions, but like, it's all good. It's all love there, you know. Like we're always joking. It's a pretty chill environment, but everybody's super helpful. But I mean, I'll just put it's in the description of the video. I also just put the Discord link in the chat as well. So feel free to jump in there and answer. We'll answer whatever questions you have about Bestball if you're new to Bestball as well. All right, so let's start at the back. Brought who waited all stream to draft. We got a 3-6-7-4 here. He got Josh Allen, Cam Ward, Deshaun Watson. You got to wait that long if you take Josh Allen, I think. James Cook, Devon Achane, J.K. Dobbins, Tyler Algier, Kamani Vidal, James Conner. I need to make the James Conner bet a little more. I do like the James Conner bet. Waited a while on wide receiver. You got some P-Wash. You got some Adunze. Win in Rome, you P-Wash, right? You got Cortland Sutton, Quentin Johnston, Khalil Shakir. You got to Shakir that P-Wash off. Jerry Jeudy, Christian Kirk. Tight end. Wild tight end room. Loveland, Kincaid, Sadiq, Helm. Like, I actually think going for flex at tight end is something that needs to be done more often than it is. I feel like your wide receivers might be a little too thin, but you're never wanting to flex tight end, right? Like, that is not the name of this game. You're flexing tight end or wide receiver. You're wanting to flex tight end and running back with this. I mean, this is an example of why, in my opinion, it's not a bad team, but in my opinion, like, anytime you take Josh Allen on a team for Bestball, it feels like it lacks something. It just always feels like, with all of these other quarterbacks being so much later, like the Daniels, the May, the Herberts, it just feels like the difference between McLaurin and Godwin. Why? Not Godwin. Like Jordan Tyson is just insane to me. So I like it for a Josh Allen team. I'm also not big on Parker Washington, but I mean, it is full PPR, and I could just, like, Parker Washington could just be the guy. I was buying a car during this draft. Totally okay. Got it. I'm buying a car. Oh yeah, because you're moving in what, 2 days? going 2 quarterbacks seems only plausible. I don't. I think the super late third quarterback is fine. Like I think it's fine. Secure your floor a little bit for the because Josh Allen always puts up like at least 2 games of like almost no points. All right, so we got Hartman, a member 3683. Justin Herbert, Aaron Rodgers, Fernando Mendoza, running backs. Ashton Genty, Amari Hampton, David Montgomery, Travion Henderson, Kyle Monangai, Zach Charbonnet. Like, I was thinking about Sharps in this draft. It just, everybody's like, absolutely not. Nope. Wide receiver, T. Higgins, Malik Neighbors, Michael Pittman, Ricky Pearsall, Jalen Coker, Stephon Diggs, Keon Coleman, Chris Bell. Tight ends, Hunter Henry, AJ Barner, and Mike Gesicki. It's thin at tight end, but everything else is absolute fire. Solid team by Hartman. Let's review the new member. Welcome to the Who Crew, Hockey Hooligan. We got a 4772. Jalen Hurts, Bo Nix, and the Arizona dynamic duo in Jacoby Brissett and Carson Beck. Running backs, Breece Hall, Jalen Warren, Chris Rodriguez. So I like those 2 specifically with an anchor. I think it makes a lot of sense. Like Warren or Dowdle with Rodriguez makes a lot of sense here. And then Kamara, Tucker, Marshawn Lloyd, Gordon for upside. Wide receiver, JSN, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Josh Downs, Xavier Worthy, Jalen McMillan, Rashad Bateman. That feels very strong. Bowers, Kitten. This is a very strong team. Like, I don't like doing that. I just think it's kind of weird to do that. Especially when you let me know why you did this. Oh, I see. Never mind. Disregard. You're forcing a scoring week in week 10. Got it. Because I was like, you don't have any Cardinal. I got it. You got boxed completely out. Probably realized late that you had double by week 10. And like, oh, damn it. Arizona's the only thing that's left. Yeah, I get it. We've all been there. We've all been that guy. We got no cap. We got a 3683. Monangai got it. I feel like in sprint format, stacking RB with quarterback is less than ideal unless it's CMC. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I think it's fine. Because you still need to, like, let's say that you're stacking Bayshall to like Derrick Henry with Lamar, right? You still have another quarterback on that roster. If you just like the Ravens offense in the playoffs in general, it forces you to have a smash week with one of those 2 every week, right? And then you're just hoping to alternate correctly. I think that if you're betting on the elite offenses, like the Josh Allen, James Cook thing, like I kind of think in sprint, it's almost more sense to do it. It just requires, because you got to hit the nuts somewhere to win, right? So you're just betting that you got the right oscillating piece, like the right off pieces on the each opposite week, right? Like that's kind of the bet there. Now, if you're doing it with, the Browns, maybe not. All right, we got a 3683 here. Sorry, no cap for the T's. We got Trevor Lawrence, Kyler Murray, Geno Smith, running back, Kenneth Walker, Javonte Williams, Aaron Jones, Keaton Mitchell, Corey Cross-Camara. Every time I see Keaton Mitchell drafted, I have to look and see where they were drafted. I'm like, was it before or after ADP? Because I hate that pick so much. Jordan James. Very well, like this, as running back 4 or 5, like, I don't like the JCM bet, but I personally think the JCM bet's a lot better than the Keaton Mitchell bet because he actually has a clear out. He has a clear out to RB1. Keaton does not. Like, even with the Hampton injury, it's not a clear out. Wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Brian Thomas, Jordan Addison. So you got the double here. And then Adonai Mitchell, who's steaming up boards. Ted Hurst, Jalen Noel. Tight end, Tyler Warren, Terrence Ferguson, Darnell Washington. It's weird because if this was JCM first, who I'm not a fan of, and Keaton Mitchell second, I would have just glossed over it and not said a word. But you got them in a different order, and I had to talk about it forever. Maybe I'm the one with the problem. Yeah, got it. Yeah, I could. If you look at a team to somebody you know understands how to draft, and something doesn't make sense, if you look at it long enough, you can usually kind of figure out why it made sense. Or it's like, oh, that was just an auto that they doubled down on. I knew my review would take a ding when I took Mitchell. That's like, I feel bad because the last 2 years I've had 15%, maybe not 15. I think last year I was like 9% Keaton Mitchell or something, but he wasn't like 100% drafted. The year before that, I had like 15%. Like, he was a stand guy for me. And he's now getting drafted all the time, and I can't do it. I feel bad about it. All right, I think this is Megatron, right? We got 3773. Jared Goff, Malik Willis, Bryce Young as the third quarterback to the double bye week 6. We got Scatterbo, absolute hero. You just won the whole thing, man. Jadarian Price, Rico Dowdle, Isaiah Pacheco, Tank Bigsby, Mike Washington, Jalen Wright. Wright is a good, fun, low-owned piece. A wide receiver, Amon Ra, A.J. Brown, Ladder McConkey, Jameson Williams, Wando Robinson, Dontavian Wicks, Tank Dell. Tight end, Tucker Kraft, Greg Dulcich, and Evan Ingram. So, I think that's very strong for a 3 tight ends. I think Tucker Kraft is an awesome pick. This wide receiver room is absolute fire. The running back room, you need some help, but I can definitely see it getting there. Very solid team there by Megatron. Flip. I took Mitchell first because I thought JCM had a better. Well, like I make decisions like that too. I was picking at 3 in DK, and it came back to me at 46, I think it is. And Cam Scatterbo and Josh Jacobs were both there. And I decided to take Scatterbo because the person at the 1 hole went 3 straight running backs. And Jacobs has like a stink on him, and like some people just refuse to take him. And he made it around the turn, and the guy in the 2 spot took him in round 5. I was 1 pick away from it was Jamar Chase, Drake London, Rashee Rice, Scatterbo. It almost was Jacobs. Almost Jacobs on that team. It was definitely worth the put. Scatterbo wouldn't have came back, I don't think, for sure. All right, we got game type. We got a 2-7-8-3. Caleb Williams, Matt Stafford, running back. Derrick Henry, Jeremiah Love, Baseball Tootin, R.J. Harvey, Brian Robinson, Nicholas Singleton, Devin Neal. Devin Neal's another low-owned option that nobody's taken. I have a bunch of them pre-draft. I don't like it. Puka Nacua, Luther Burden at around the ADP. I do think about him. DK Metcalf, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, Rashid Shaheed, Isaac Tesla, Troy Franklin. Tight end, Isaiah Likely, David Njoku, Colby Parkinson. Wide receivers are fire. Running backs are fire. Quarterbacks good. Just definitely need some help here at tight end, but if I were to critique it at all, Tesla or Franklin being another tight end. But like honestly, I think it's perfectly fine. Did I get all of the members? Let me know in the chat if I missed you. If you're a member and I missed you, say something in the chat. If not, I will be on tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Central. If you stuck around this whole time and you enjoy the content, if you can smash the like, that would be great. And if you have a sub yet, go ahead and hit that sub. We are trying to get to a 24-hour live stream at 1,000. But it looks like I got everybody. If I didn't, I apologize. You could yell at me, DM me, whatever. We can always go back and do it later. I'm going to have a great 4 hours of sleep. Love y'all. Have a great night. See ya in, 16 hours? No, 20 and a half hours-ish, I think. Something like that. I don't know. See you in a while. 6:30 tomorrow. Peace.